Well, I find it interesting that you use the word grateful and ask me specifically what we're grateful for, because to be honest, that word is what describes how we're feeling each and every day, every minute over the last over the last 1 week. So if I look at the time right now, it's almost 1 week exactly when this happened. I'm grateful for how things worked out on Friday and how we made a last-minute decision to take our children to their favorite restaurant. I'm grateful for meeting a friend in the restaurant that kept us there a little bit longer than we had anticipated. We were there for a very early dinner, and mostly what we're grateful for is the response that we have received from our community and from all of the first responders and all the service providers that have really stepped up and taken on a huge, huge challenge, something that our community and our city has never experienced before. And it's almost overwhelming. Sorry. It's not almost, it's completely overwhelming. As to the response we have had from our friends, from our family, and from our community. Our community has just come together. We are a tight little community in Dunrobin, and I think we're almost fortunate because we know there's so many other places that have been impacted by this, and they are, scattered around the city, whereas we are all impacted in a very significant way. And therefore the support that we're receiving is quite unbelievable. Our first responders and the chief of police and the chief of fire who have taken this on, the city of Ottawa who has come out, they have been unbelievable through this whole thing. We have Greg, who is the head of the Dunrobin Community Association. He was the first on the scene, and he took control and he knew what to do. He made sure that our whole community was safe and that anyone who was injured had been cared for in the way they needed to be. We have friends who, I'm sorry, this is the first time I've been talking about it, who took us in on Friday night. We have other friends who made sure that our 2 kids had PJs to wear to bed and they had a stuffy in their hand. But to be honest, through this whole thing, what we realized very, very quickly was that the only thing that matters is the people in your lives, and that the rest of it is just stuff, and stuff can be replaced. We're just so grateful for everything, all the support, all of those who are supporting us, whether it be helping us at the scene, storage, helping us store what we have been able to retrieve, our neighbors. Really, once we were done and walked away from our home, it was time to help out everyone else. So we were into everyone else's homes and helping them pull what we can from their basements, helping them find. Yesterday we were at our place, and we had a bunch of volunteers, so grateful to the volunteers who have come out. One of the volunteers found pages from a wedding album in the ditch, all wet and muddy, and we knew whose wedding album it was. It was our next door neighbors who were the hardest hit. And so my mom, my daughter, and I, we took every single one of those pages and we took the pictures out and we dried them out on the ground. Luckily it was sunny. They dried out pretty quickly. We placed them into one of our Robert Munch books that had been thrown from the house and tried to flatten them. And we were able to give her back her wedding album at the end of the day when she came back to her house, well, what's left of her house. And we don't know how to thank everybody. We really don't. We're totally overwhelmed with the support that we've received from around the world. It's just, thank you's not enough.